Hello there, my name is Dr. Obi. I'm also known as the WizDoc, and I'm a board-certified family medicine physician. I'm here today to talk to you about things you need to consider once you decide to travel this holiday season. So let's go. This holiday season is different when compared to others in recent years. Travel rates have dropped. The prices of trips also have dropped. Usually, ticket prices are very expensive this holiday season, but definitely a whole lot cheaper compared to prior years. The truth is, people are going to travel regardless of the current viral pandemic. They will travel by air, they'll travel by road, there are various other transportation means that they can use to travel, and they will take advantage of it. It is recommended that if for some reason you're an elderly person or you have an underlying medical ailment, that you should avoid traveling this holiday season and rather stay at home for the holidays. Travel can increase your chances of contracting the virus as well as spreading the virus if you do have it. Postponing travel, staying at home for the holidays is actually the best way to protect you and your loved ones from the virus. You and your travel companions, kids, the elderly, may feel well and not have any symptoms, but actually are at risk of getting the virus or spreading it to, people in the community and also to your family and friends during and after travel. If you have a known exposure to the virus, COVID-19, please delay travel, keep yourself quarantined from other people, get tested, and actually monitor your health. Do not travel if you're sick or test positive for COVID-19. Don't travel with someone that you know is sick or has been exposed. We've heard of instances also in the news recently about an individual that actually died on a flight from, I guess it was Orlando to Los Angeles. He was positive prior to the flight, which I heard he was aware of, but still boarded the flight and unfortunately passed away during the flight. So it's imperative that if for some reason we're positive for the virus or are in contact with someone that's positive, to avoid flying. And if you can get tested before, that would also be beneficial for you and for all the people around you. If you're considering travel, you need to ask yourself some questions. And to answer these questions, you need to do some research regarding your current location and also the potential destination that you plan to travel to. Number one, are you someone in your family/household or that you're going to visit at increased risk of actually getting infected or sick with COVID-19? Number two, are cases increasing or are they high in your local community or the destination? Three, hospitals in your location as well as at the destination, are they overwhelmed with patients that are positive for the virus? Number four, your current location and also the destination that you plan to travel to. Have you researched the requirements or restrictions regarding travel for visitors? Number five, during the 14 days prior to your trip, have you or anyone that you are being close to been to any large gathering like a wedding, a funeral, a concert, been to like crowded bars, a club, been on trains, buses, in the airport, using public transportation, or even travel on a cruise ship? That's also important to note before making a decision if you would want to travel or not. And if yes, please consider making some changes like delaying your trip or actually canceling the trip. If after all that research you decide to travel, please ensure to consider the following recommendations. Number one, check travel restrictions as these vary between localities, between states, and also between countries regarding testing, quarantine, and stay-at-home orders. Like some countries recommend that you are tested before you travel, and some say within 1 to 3 days of travel, ensure you have a recent COVID-19 negative testing to come into their countries. Okay, so number two, ensure that you have extra supplies. Face masks, hand sanitizers, and also your hand sanitizer should have at least 60% alcohol, as we all know that not all hand sanitizers are equal. So also know when to delay your travel. If for some reason you fall ill, you think you're exposed, or someone in your party has been exposed, or in your household, please ensure not to travel. Postpone your trip, delay your trip to ensure that you do not put yourself and other people at risk. Number 4, ensure that while wearing your mask covers both your nose and your mouth in the public settings, like if you're in a bus, on a plane, on a boat, or even at the port, the airport, or even the bus station. So once you're in public, ensure that your mask covers both your nose and your mouth. Avoid close contact also with your face, your nose, your mouth, and your eyes whenever you're out in public, as you do not know what you have touched with your hands, okay? Number 5, avoid close contact with anyone that's not in your travel group. Ensure that people stay at least 6 feet apart, or 2 arm lengths apart. And this is pretty difficult, especially when you're flying on a plane or in a bus, as you're with a group of people that are not part of your travel party and they're that close to you. So it's pretty hard to ensure that that distance is kept, although we know that airlines are doing a very good job, or they're trying to ensure that, these distances are kept between passengers. Ensure that you avoid contact with anyone that is sick. If you're in the know about anyone that's sick, please avoid contact with them during your travels, as this puts you at risk. Consider testing 1 to 3 days prior to your trip. If it's positive, cancel your trip, stay at home, self-quarantine yourself from other people. Those people that have been in contact with you, notify them so that they can also self-quarantine, but do not travel if you know that you're positive. Just like I mentioned earlier regarding the individual that lost his life while he was flying, even with the knowledge of the COVID-19 positive result. If for some reason you're going to spend time in a hotel or a cabin or in some kind of lodging that's not your home or family home, ensure that you do your research before going there, such like checking if they have restrictions in place or measures in place to prevent the spread of the virus, like having plexiglass at the counter, ensuring the social distancing, also having a strict mask mandate while in the hotel. So these are a few of the measures that some hotels have put in place. Also ask about how frequently they clean their rooms and how the rooms are disinfected, because this is also very important, that's where you spend most of your time if you go to a hotel. Also, something I do is when I go to a hotel, I try to wipe down the surfaces. I wipe down the door handles, the remote, things that you feel that other people have handled and are higher risk of having the virus, which can actually stay on some surfaces for a long time. So just wipe down those flat surfaces, wipe down the door handles and the remotes. Please note, if someone you're going to travel with, or the person that you are going to visit is at increased risk of severe illness from the virus, please try to find an alternative means of accommodation, like a hotel, a lodge, a short stay rental, just so that you can protect them from actually coming down with the virus and getting sick. So recently, I got the first dose of the Pfizer vaccine. If you want to watch that video, the link would be somewhere up there. I did that video just so that people can watch it and be more confident about receiving the vaccine and feel better about taking it. And finally, if this video was of any help to you today, or you learned a few things regarding how you can keep yourself safe and also your loved ones and the community as a whole, please like the video, share, subscribe, and I'll see you sometime soon. Have a great day. God bless you. Bye.